Hi, I'm Ben Kaysen, and I'm here to tell you about Marco Polo, which is a widely popular video messaging app among teens and families. It's growing. The app encourages users to communicate with their friends directly through the app. So it's this up-and-coming app that is starting to gain some traction right now. It kind of acts like an online voicemail. It's got short video clips that you can send to and from users within the app. So Marco Polo, it brands itself kind of like being an online walkie-talkie. So you have the users and they send each other really quick video messages to keep each other in the know about what's going on in their lives. Marco Polo's main twist on video communication is very simple. It's just like, the old swimming pool game that you play with your friends. That's called Marco Polo. It's a walkie-talkie message app that you just shoot a Marco, which is a video message, and then eventually they respond with Polo, video response. That's why they came up with the name. So it's just kind of a back and forth type of thing. The thing about Marco Polo, though, is that compared to a lot of other video chatting apps, both users actually do not have to be ready to connect live at the same time. There's a lot of problems specifically with like time zones and people being busy that you're not going to be able to get together at the same time, but instead they're responding when they have free time. So it's kind of a form of video texting. It's interesting. I kind of like the way it's set up. Users have to sign up with their name, phone number, and email address, and they're asked to give the app access to the user's phone contacts whenever they come in, and as of now, it's actually required when they come in. The app connects the user with the people that they know, and with that, they're able to find some friends on the app if they have any. So that leads to a major complaint that many people had about Marco Polo, which is Marco Polo might spam their contacts. This was a complaint that happened. There was a big jump in their numbers. The app does ask for access, and then apparently it has texted some users in the past about their contacts, and then texted those contacts even to try and get them to join the app, and then get their contacts, and on and on and on and on and on. It was a problem. When chatting on Marco Polo, though, the user, they send and receive videos, which is removing, again, some of that lingering awkwardness of face-to-face video chatting, which I'm sure everybody has experienced. You're not really sure how to fill the time, talking with your grandma on Skype or something like that. With this, it's more of a, like I said, it's kind of a video messaging system. With that, though, your videos can be edited with filters that affect the coloration and even the voices of those videos. So it's a lot like Snapchat with that. The user can also add text or pictures, add some GIFs, add some emojis. All of that is options that you can put on your video and send it to your loved one or friend. However, a big difference between this app and Snapchat is that users can actually see their chat history and then rewatch it at any time by tapping on them. So, Snapchat immediately removes that. And in this, a user, they can watch those videos in the chat history. The thing about Snapchat, though, as we've talked about in this class, is that, there's a lot of discussion of, do they actually keep this video? Is it ethical the way that works? With Marco Polo, it's very on the surface. You can get to your videos after you've sent them, after you've seen them, and it's very transparent in that. So they've got a lot of ways you can see your previous videos. However, Marco Polo, the big thing about this app is they're trying to figure out how to monetize it. It's free for now, and it's ad-free. And their CEO has said they want to keep it ad-free. The app has a $10 premium subscription, and those users, they get access to that full library of their past videos, which disappear at some point under that free model I was telling you about. So, as a whole, that's the only monetization we see so far on it. However, with all of the funny voices and colorful graphics, Marco Polo's audience is not just kids, but is actually averaging an adult 25 to 54 who are just looking for ways to connect with friends and family on their time. So there is potential there for monetization. I'm pretty excited to see what they can do with that. The app itself was created by Vlada Bortnik and Michael Bortnik. These are husband and wife. They wanted to do that to keep in touch with their family in Poland while they live in the States, specifically their kids to like the rest of their family. So there was a big gap between, obviously, Poland and where they were in California, and they were able to keep their children and them connected, and it was a big success for them. That's why they built it this way. The app was actually released in 2012 preliminarily, but officially in 2014 it was launched by Joya Communications on Apple and Android app stores, and it's been gaining some traction since then. It's really gained some traction recently. I'll get into that in just a second here on this Pecha Kucha. The company itself is based in Palo Alto, California, and they have only 37 workers in total that keeps this pretty large app going. Vlada Bortnik, who's one of those owners, like I said, she said that they've had no hard time keeping up with the increased traffic, so they've been able to handle everything going on that We'll see if that need to improve their servers or anything like that. So far, it's been good. Marco Polo itself has experienced pretty steady growth over its lifespan, but the app just reported passing 10 million downloads in total during that coronavirus shutdown here a little bit earlier on in the week. Early on in the coronavirus. So it's making its way into this video space, and it's gaining some traction there. It's really blown up these last couple of weeks, specifically a 1,147% increase in signups from a couple weeks ago, and a 145% increase in activity on the app whenever you're talking about pre and then post coronavirus right here in this time. So it's gaining some traction that way. Like I mentioned, though, a big concern for Marco Polo and for really the people who are on it is the negative reviews that come to do with those bots that they use to entice users' contacts to join and then follow down the chain to invite more people. This has really seemingly affected people's view of this app, and we'll see if it's something that gets fixed in the future, but for now, it is something that is keeping people from potentially joining on as well. Marco Polo has also been on the news a little bit because there was a risk of online predators interfering on the app, so, users are protected unless they, friend one of these accounts, just like basically any other social media platform that you get on. The thing about that is you just need to be careful, and so parents need to be watching their kids on these things. A lot of the same risks as other video chatting platforms. But Marco Polo as a whole is a really interesting app. It's gained some foothold here during the coronavirus shutdown. It has some problems, but I think it remains a pretty viable option to connect families and friends from long distances, and I'm interested to see what happens to it in the future. Thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate it. See you later.